Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Excuse me, Regina. Your mind still says well, it just tripped over to 6 p.m. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. It is 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time where I am. I am where I'm supposed to be, and you will be where you are supposed to be once you join me in this live broadcast. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Hopefully, everyone is doing well. Hopefully, everyone is doing well. Hello, the Bud Files, Boss Lady Denise. This live is sponsored by Alonzo Hall, the All Star Advisor. Alonzo Hall, the All Star Advisor. His link is in the chat, folks. His link is in the chat. Go there and check him out, and of course, come back. Alonzo Hall, the All Star Advisor, a certified financial advisor. He sells insurance products, so go over there and check him out. Of course, as always, the description box has lots of information in there to where how you can get in contact with him if you want to set up an appointment. And he tells you how to utilize insurance for a whole host of things that pertains to your life, retirement, college education, and a whole host of other things. Alonzo Hall, the All Star Advisor, is the sponsor of this live. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in, everyone. Thank you all for being here, and thank you for hitting the like button. Hello, Boss Lady Denise. How are you? How are you? The Bud Files. How are you? How are you? Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. Whew, how was your day? How was you guys' work day? Hello, beautiful Dawn people. How are you? How are you? Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for coming in. It seems like everything once I hadn't coughed all day long until I get on this live. I don't know what's going on. Oh, happy birthday, Mr. Mike. Happy birthday, Mr. Mike. What did the church ladies get him? Thank you, Tom. Yes, everyone do that. Enjoy yourself this evening while you are here with me and outside of being here with me. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Rest and relax after a hard day's work. I'm sure that most of you all had. Yes. So we're going to get into it. I was looking for some more car emblems, and I did see some images, but they printed out so small to where I couldn't, you know, laminate them and all that stuff. But I will look tomorrow. I'm not going to spend too much time on it because it's a little time consuming. But nonetheless, I just had two little trivia type things, etc., that I wanted to bring to you all. That I wanted to bring to you all. And this is in regards to a car commercial. A car commercial. You're going to find out Sunday. Oh, no pre-birthday gift. The Sunday that just passed. Okay. So two car commercials. I am going to say a phrase or something about the car commercial very briefly, and you all in the chat is interactive. Tell me in both cases the car company or the car brand, who it was. So you have to guess. You have to guess. Now, this car company or brand featured hamsters in their commercial. And it's been somewhat new, maybe within the last maybe 4 or 5 years, if I recall correctly. They featured hamsters in their car commercials. What is the name of this car brand or car manufacturer, however you want to put it? They featured hamsters in their car commercial. Very popular. They had hamsters, two hamsters in there, and then there was some that had four hamsters in there, and it had music, and it was woo 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 was bopping. It was like a thing for a moment. A Virginia girl is thinking. It featured hamsters in their car commercial. It featured hamsters in their car commercials. It featured hamsters in their car commercials. Any takers? Any takers? It featured hamsters in the car commercial. No clue from the 8 Hour Junior Show. Anyone else? If you're still here, I know some people may just be listening. the background. It featured hamsters in the car commercial. The company name is Kia. Kia. I think it was the Kia Soul. You know, the little, they're really boxy, trust. They're really boxy cars and kind of sort of low to the ground, in my opinion, but it's just regular normal, but kind of low to the ground. But it was the big old hamsters they had in there. And yesterday, I alluded, well, this was doing the silent live last night, I do believe, where I talked about this. And in this commercial, this is one from a while back, and I don't know whether they revised it lately or not, but this particular uh, car brand, uh, in the video or in the commercial, they do a Bob Seger song, and it says, like a rock, like a rock. Does anyone know or remember what that car brand is? And it's also the song by Bob Seger, and they actually play the song by Bob Seger. Any takers? The ARG, the ARG show AI Spilling Girl TV. Just a little trivia. No clue. No clue. Boss Lady Denise, who still may be at work, etc. Someone, no one. Chevy. Like a rock. Oh, I was. And then it's some of the lyrics to the Bob Seger song, because it actually some of the song plays in that particular commercial. But yeah, that was a good one. Hello, Lala Red XO. How are you? Welcome in. Thanks for stopping by. I do appreciate it. I'm going to be brief tonight, folks. I am going to be brief tonight. Just a little bit about what is the title of this thing? I don't know. Taking turns. So company cars. Just going to talk just real briefly about company cars. Of course, the government, we know, does that, and then businesses, some of them do that. Sometimes the business may be too small to where they can't have a company car, and they might want you to utilize your vehicle. A little bit on that later. But for the companies that do have company cars where you can drive the car to different places to meet clients or make deliveries or whatever it is that the business does as a part of business, you can utilize the car in that regard. So some of the things that each person should do, and hopefully that the company has put in place, of course, all the rules regarding when you get in the car, all the things you should do before you get in the car, while you're in the car, after you get out of the car, etc. There should be some type of binder book or something or another with regards to these other rules of the road with regards to this business car. And of course, hopefully they have in there, in addition to that, that's in the office and maybe in each car, where you can make notes, of course, the starting mileage, the end mileage, the total mileage of that particular trip. Like if you heard any type of noises, if you did a gas fill up, how much that was, hopefully a credit card, maybe not in the car, but each time that someone is driving it, that they give them the credit card so they can fill it back up, so they can always have a full tank, however it is that the company wants to manage their business with regards to the company car, all that type of stuff. But also you have to be careful, because you may be good with, making the notes in the trip log or the log book or the binder, whatever it is that they have, where you're supposed to be putting this information, but the person before you may not do that. And just, it's sad, but you always have to try to cover yourself, cover your behind, because if you're the last one in there, then you're going to be the one that they're looking at. So you got a phone, click some copies of that in case they did not put down the end mileage, etc., or something or another like that, so that you can know that, hey, no end mileage was put in there, but when I got in there, this was the mileage, etc. And then after you make all of your notations, etc., make a copy of that and just have it for yourself on your own personal phone. That's just me. I don't know. Because you easily get hemmed up in something. And also make sure that your company, that hopefully they have the required type of insurance where the employees can actually drive the vehicle, etc., and there's enough insurance coverage, dollar amounts, etc., for if something happens to you while you're in the vehicle, an accident all of that good stuff. You want to make sure that you are covered. You want to make sure that you are covered, and not your own car personal insurance is going to pick up on something. And then now you got two feuding insurance companies about something, and you don't want to be in the middle of that type of craziness. And make sure that along with that, that the business has some type of thing with regards to the cleaning of the car, et cetera. If the employees are supposed to do it and that's a part of their job, then it is what it is. But if they're, having someone take the car somewhere to get it, detailed or what have you, every week, every 2 weeks or something, then just know that. And of course, when you're in there, do your best to keep it clean. Even if the book says that you can eat in there because you may be out during your lunch period and won't get back until after your lunch period, then just use your own good judgment. Maybe eat outside of the car or go inside of some place and eat, etc. If you have enough time. But you don't want them to come back and say, "Oh, she left a message," and you don't want that type of drama. And your colleagues, they're just that. They're just your colleagues, your co-workers. They are not your allies. They are not your friends. None of that. And they will rat you out if it's if it's for their own advancement. They will do that. They will do that. And they will do that. Another thing with regards to, and I know that sometimes some people may do this, I don't know, utilize their own car they're working for someone that has a business and they're going to use their car and to help with the business, etc. And no, you don't want to do that. And if you do decide to do that, make sure you get something in writing, a contract, and say all the things that you want the business, the place that you work at, for them to pay you: miles, gas, fill ups, any and everything that you can think of. A standard fee per month or what have you, and trust and believe they will quickly get off of asking you about driving your vehicle to conduct their business. They will get off of it quick, fast, and in a hurry. Like, no, you may need that job, but you don't need it that bad to where you're going to put a whole bunch of miles on, because eventually it starts out small. Or here's just 2 minutes or 3 minutes or 5 minutes down the road. And the next thing you know, it's 7 minutes, 12 minutes, 30, 45, and it's too far gone. Do a contract, and as far ahead as you can think. If you think, hey, these people, I may be putting, 1,000 miles on my car, every 2 weeks or something like that. And wow. And now you got all of this, your car is breaking down, not that particular way, but it's, over time, it's losing its value, of course, but it's deteriorating. You're using your engine a little bit more, etc. Not a good deal, not a good deal. Have a contract. You are going to work for them. They should have everything in place for you to be able to work there. And in my brain, this goes for the cell phone also. And two, if the cell phone is required for business reasons, then they should give you a work phone. And then with that, if you are on call for the weekend or something or another like that, then of course you're going to have the phone with you. If you're off of work, nothing happens after work, then you should just return your phone back to them, and no one should be calling you about work after working hours. Sometimes the stuff can get tricky if you're utilizing your own phone and people are just calling. Maybe calling from a different number, and you think, oh, who is this person? And then it's someone from the job. They're trying to trick you. They want to keep you working. Whether it's just asking questions, taking your your off work time. You're not on the clock, and they just want to use you. They just want to use you. They're already using you because you're paying the phone bill. They're not paying the phone bill. So if the phone thing comes into play, etc., stop them right there in the track. I need a work phone. I will not utilize my work phone for your business. No. You got to stand up, got to advocate for yourself. And I get it. Been there, all the whole host of stuff, the whole gamut, folks. I get it. You need this job. You don't feel like going out here trying to dip your hand, leg, toes, and and your whole body back into the, oh, I got to go on an interview. I got to submit my resume, this, and other, trying to get another job, etc. I get it. But, don't let folks take advantage of you. Whether you need that job or not. And the other thing I wanted to talk about was taking turns, carpools, just real briefly on carpools. And I guess the whole premise of carpools is that people that either work at the same place or some another like that will take turns driving their vehicle. So one week the Browns do it, the next week the Smith family does it, or the Smith person that works there does it, and then the next week the Jones, etc. And that way you're rotating off. Your vehicle is getting less wear and tear. You're saving on gas, helping the environment, and all this other stuff, which is a great deal if everyone sticks to it and do what it is that they are supposed to do. Once again, you'll probably need rules and regulations for for the people that are driving in your car. It should be standard and set throughout so that people won't have to try to remember, oh, whose week it is. And oh, they said I can talk in the car. They said I can eat in the car, drink, and be on my phone and all this stuff. But the Browns, oh no, you can't do anything, etc. So I think that there should be rules set for the carpools, especially if it's, it's going to be all adults in the thing. And I know that, the soccer moms, and I think those are carpools also in too, but if it's just like you may be the only person that's doing the carpool all the time, and it may be the case to where the other families of the children are paying you to do that. I'm not saying that is the case or how it works, but if that is the case, and if that is how it is working, then, make sure that you're not being taken advantage of. Your car is getting wear and tear each and every time you have to go to the soccer game, basketball game, football game, or all of them, what have you, to pick up folks' children. And of course, they're riding in your vehicle on your insurance, etc. Make it well worth your time and energy, folks. Make it well worth your time and energy. And if you really don't want to do it, say an astronomical amount, and that will get them off of it real quick, fast, and in a hurry. But if folks do what it is that they're supposed to do when it's their turn to be the carpool person, then just do your time with it, etc. Yeah. And so that was that little spiel about carpools. Now, a thing that they have here, and I'm sure that they have in other, it's possible in other large metropolitan areas, where folks come in from a whole lot of different places, and the places that they come in from it's a great distance or big distance, and that's relative to each person. Around here, and I guess it's still going on, but I heard about it, a little bit back, way back. Slug lines. And I went online to look it up and to see what the etiquette and the rules are regarding slug lines here in the DMV or Washington metropolitan area, etc., DC. And this was mostly for at the Pentagon, and it could be other places that they have slug lines, but they mostly refer to slug lines at the Pentagon. And here are some of the etiquettes and the rules that they have here, real briefly, because this is in essence carpooling also in two, but just differently. So some of the folks that work at the Pentagon and other federal government buildings, places, offices, etc., come in from Virginia, maybe way down there in Richmond, who knows, but definitely Dale City, Fredericksburg, all of those type places, Occoquan, there. And then some people are coming from, going back to West Virginia, just depending on maybe where they live within the Maryland, West Virginia border, et cetera, all of that good stuff. And other places also in too. But this is for the Pentagon and mostly for the return trip, but it probably the same for the coming into, and that would be on the Virginia or West Virginia side in my brain. Maybe parts of DC also. But anyway, here are some of the etiquettes for that and rules. First come, first serve. And it says here, the slug first in line gets the next ride to the destination, also gets to choose the front or the back. The slug never takes a ride out of turn. Just like when you go to the airport and all the taxis are there, you don't get to say, well, I want to go in this particular taxi. No, you got to get in the first one, and then the next person comes up, get in the next one, etc. Is no, well, I'm going to pick my own taxi, etc. But now, of course, they have Uber, and it is what it is. They got some of those taxis out of here. But yeah, first come, first serve. The next one is the slugs do not talk. And it says here, this is not completely true, but what happens is once you get off from work, you just might want to rest, take a nap, read a paper, just be quiet. And you want other people to be quiet also because you're trying to release some of the stress of the day while you are in your 30+ minute ride home, which most of the time it takes that. But in this particular case, the big luxury or plus of the slug line is that you are able to get in the HOV lane, the high occupancy vehicle lane, so that you can get home faster, if there's such a thing, so that you can get home faster. So that is the whole purpose of the slug line for you. If you're like or were the one driver coming in on your way back, or maybe to and from, you're picking up people that you don't know, but you have them in your car and you get in the HOV lane and you're able to get home faster than just riding on the regular part of the interstate. So people just want to rest, etc. They don't have time to talk to you. They don't want to get to know you, the driver, or the other people in the carpool. They want to rest, read a paper, and do something differently. They don't have time for the drama. Please be quiet. Please be quiet. Now, I guess if the driver initiates a conversation or something, then okay, then maybe the other may find it acceptable. But the driver needs to like read the room. I mean, they working too, but read the room of the car. Next thing, no conversations of religion, politics, or sex. Enough said there. Also, the whole purpose, well, part of the purpose of the driver wanting to have people in the car is to get on the HOV. So the slug, the person that is needing the ride, is helping the driver, and the driver is helping the slug person. So it's a mutually beneficial relationship. So you don't give gifts, money, or anything to the driver. He's getting something and you're getting something, and that's that. No cell phones, no cell phone talking. If someone calls you, then just say, hi, I'm on my way home, can't talk, get off the phone. Once again, back to the people that just want to sit there, be quiet, read a paper, uh, commune with themselves, be in their own thoughts and all of that stuff, relieve stress. The line does not leave a woman standing alone. So if there's two guys and a girl and the slug line comes up and a driver comes up, then let the woman get in first or go first. If there's two other people in the car already with the driver and they can pick up one more person, let the lady go, even if the guy was there before the lady, etc. Because you don't want the lady to be out there at night or anything like that. Or the guy can say, hey, can you take a couple of more, slugs in your vehicle? You can ask for that. You can ask that question also too, and the driver will let you know. No smoking or eating by the driver or the slug. Okay. A slug does not ask to change the radio or adjust the heat or conditioning. It says normally the slug does not open or close the window. Man, this is some strict stuff. Not so much, but if you're just reading it and not having to participate in it, it may be. Both slug and driver usually exchange a thank you before and after the ride, which makes sense. It's just common courtesy. Even though we both got a mutually beneficial agreement, that doesn't mean that we can't exchange common courtesies, be decent and kind. No curbside service. Wherever the slug line pickup location is, that is it. I'm not going around the corner to pick you up, giving you curbside service outside of where the slug line is. Not going to happen. That should not happen. The slugs and drivers have the right to pass or forfeit a rider. So if the slug does not want to get in the car with the driver for whatever reason, they don't have to. And if the driver don't want to accept the slug for whatever reason, they don't have to. Mutually acceptable. No body snatching. Mean don't, when you're in the slug line, whoever's in the line right there, and if you pass them up, that's fine. But you don't go around, in the parking lot looking for people to pick up just willy-nilly. No, the slug line is a slug line for you to pick up the slug there and go on about your business. Hello, Shantarman. How are you? How are you? Thanks for coming in. How are you and Nelson doing? Hopefully well. Hopefully well. Hopefully well. What's up next? The driver should not stop short. So yeah, whatever the destination is for the slug to be dropped off at, that is where the driver should drop off the slug. Now, if the driver tells the slug in advance, hey, I'm not going that far, I can take you to this particular place. And if it's 2 blocks or 3 blocks from the actual destination, and the slug says, yes, that is okay with me, then it is what it is. No harm, no foul. You both agree. You know what the deal is, and you accept it, what the deal is. So yeah. Will Carr said the driver's option to pick a particular slug, not at the front of the line. No, you just can't, you just can't pick a slug, just like you can't pick which taxi you want to get in when you're at the airport, etc. You cannot do that. You cannot do that. Seatbelts mandatory, of course. So that's consideration. Both driver and slug should use common consideration during the commute. For example, drivers try to use should try to have a relatively clean car and avoid heavy use of perfumes or colognes and keep the radio at a moderate level. Because sometimes the driver who has worked also into, may want to listen to the radio just to have some type of interaction with the person, the broadcaster on the other side. He just may want that for himself as part of his relaxation. That may be it. And avoid personal hygiene care. Don't get in there and start combing your hair or washing your hair or dry shampooing your hair or putting on makeup and all this other stuff while you are going to and from the thing. But it is a mutually beneficial agreement, like I mentioned before. But you're just hopping in a car with folks you don't know and you're getting to your destination, etc. And this was something, and this was rather dated, but the last update on this was um, January 31st, 2020. And I'm sure that because that thing happened and here we are. But I'm sure it's probably, I don't know whether it's been updated or not, but this was the one that I found. And I had heard about some of these things way long before now. But yeah, that's taking turns in the slug lines, of course, with carpooling. And of course, with the company car, you're taking turns when you're getting in the car and doing that type of thing. So yeah, I didn't have, but I still got the cards from last night for the. If people want to play it again, we can do that. We can do that. But yes, that was pretty much all I had for carpool, company car. Yes, please make sure that if you're working for a business and they have a company car that all the rules, they have set forth all of the rules regarding that. Ask about the insurance and all that good stuff. Don't utilize your own vehicle unless you uh, do a contract, and the contract has to be just straight out beneficial to you, But yeah, I would do these ones that we did yesterday over again, and maybe the every genius show someone. So I'm going to put up like this, and you tell me what is the car brand that this is. You tell me what the car brand this is. No, AI Genius. I mean, AI Spelling Girl TV should know what it is. Like I said, they did have some, but it print out so small that I would have been forever and a day just cutting these things, and it was just crazy. But we can play this game again. And I did write down all the names of the ones that weren't here from last night. So yeah, I got that. And if I find some time, like I said, it's going to be a little time consuming to do that. So yeah, does anyone know what this is? People may be gone already. People are probably tired. Maybe they were slugging today. Maybe they were slugging. So yeah, I'll just pass on that. I will just pass on that. Don't forget to hit the like button, folks. Don't forget to hit the like button. I really appreciate it. AI Spiller Girl. You can drop your links while I close out this live. So yeah, today was a good day. I'm picking up something that fell on the floor, folks. Oh my goodness. One of my cards fell on the floor, but that's okay. Yeah, hopefully you all had a good day. Happy Tuesday night. Happy Tuesday evening, night. Make sure that you all rest and refresh your brain, your mind. Prepare for the evening, the night, and of course, as always, sleep well, folks, sleep well. And I know for most of you, it's second shift if you have children and or a spouse, and those may be the same. I need to stop. Those may be the same. They may be one and the same. All of that good stuff. But yeah, so I grouped a few things together: company car and carpool, and the etiquettes of, in this particular case, a kind of carpool, a daily carpool with different drivers and different people getting in your car, etc. with the slug lines. And it's possible that some of the, like I said, maybe the larger metropolitan places have those also in too. If they really have to come a far distance into into the city, for their work thing. But yeah, yes, yes, yes. Don't forget, check out my community wall. Check out my community wall here at Wanda Budgets and Beyond. My backup channel, Cash into Envelopes, Cash into Envelope. Check out the shorts, all the good things that I have over there. Contest number 5 is underway. Contest number 5 is underway. As always, the same rules apply. If you want your share me out to your community wall, get your link dropped here in the live lives and in the silent lives. And just like AI Spirit Girl TV said, if you share me out outside of the live or the silent live, you have got to let me know. You have got to let me know. The notifications aren't going out to where I can see that you, whatever your channel name is, has shared me out. And I definitely want to make sure that you get your shout outs here and entry into the contest. I don't want to leave anyone out. So please let me know that you shared me out. Let me know that you shared me out so that I can do that. Drop your links when applicable and shout you out the next time on the live because the silent lives. It's kind of hard when I'm supposed to be being quiet. But yes, yes. Whew. Okay, folks. So, with that being said, the sponsor of tonight's live was Alonzo Hall, the All Star Advisor. Alonzo Hall, the All Star Advisor. His link is in the chat, folks. His link is in the chat. Go check him out. Go check him out. Thank you all for being here. Bye bye.